guys, so welcome to another video of Leadership for Students. Thank you for joining me again. I know there was a couple weeks where there was no leadership video, but I'm back. So this week we're gonna focus on 8 ways to give back to your community. And I know that amid this virus, this pandemic, it's difficult to find ways to give back to your community. But today we're gonna look at ways you can during this pandemic give back to your community. And so I hope at least one of these different 8 ways inspires you guys to give back. I hope to see you guys out there giving back to your community. Alright guys, so we're gonna dive right into it. So as you guys know, this pandemic has affected many communities across the world. Businesses, schools closing, quarantine causing isolation, frontline workers at risk, public health resources slimming down, and so everyone is struggling. So the number one thing you guys can do to give back to your community is to check on these individuals, to call or text your high-risk neighbors, whether they're elderly or sick, and ask if they're okay, and if they're in need of like groceries or toiletries or prescription pickups. And you can be extra cautious and drop these items off at their door to keep them safe and to keep your distance. And yeah, that's just the first way that you guys can help give back to your community. All right, on to number 2. The second way that you guys can give back to your community is donating supplies. Hospitals and other healthcare facilities are running out or running short on protective gear like masks, gloves, and other protective equipment. So if you're stocked up on equipment like this to prepare for a pandemic, or you work somewhere like a nail salon that has like these supplies on hand, consider donating them to medical workers on the front line. And I know that we're starting to have more and more supplies, and as they're starting to figure out more solutions to this pandemic, this virus, some hospitals don't need the help. So yeah, just reach out to your local hospital and find out how you can help, because your local hospital might be undersupplied, unlike bigger hospitals. So just reach out and find out, because lots of your local hospitals might need the help. All right, so step number 3, or method number 3 to help during this pandemic, is to donate blood. Blood donation is needed all the time throughout the year, and especially during a pandemic, during a crisis like this. So with blood donation events and everything canceled because of COVID-19, the American Red Cross has a severe blood shortage. So according to the Surgeon General, you can still go out and give blood. So because they're worried about potential blood shortages in the future. So just because we have all these social distancing guidelines doesn't mean that you can't still go out and donate blood. They're going to be safe there. They know the proper procedures to take. So if you guys would and can donate blood, please feel free to reach out to the American Red Cross, because they will have further information. You would be able to make an appointment online, or if you call 1-800-RED Cross, they will help you find your local donation site and make an appointment, so that you guys can go in and donate some blood. All right, method number 4 of helping your community is support organizations around you. So nonprofits across the globe have canceled fundraising events, but they're still trying to meet the increasing needs of the vulnerable populations brought on by the coronavirus. So if you reach out to your local nonprofits and churches and see how you may be able to use your skills to help them virtually, some of these talents or some of these things that you might need to help these nonprofits might be super simple, something that you guys think is minimal, but they really need. They're really in need of, and they need help with. Some of these things include research, writing and editing, email marketing, and social media management, and I know all of you guys know how to manage your social medias, so that might be a good one. Graphic design, fundraising calls and letters, so you might be able to just pick up the phone and make a few calls for them, just to help bring in more donations. So yeah, to help, you don't have to give donations yourself. You can just donate your time. And like I said, those calls or writing letters, they also need people for data entry, for translating, bookkeeping, and things of that sort. So if any of you guys have the time or feel like you can donate any of these resources to any of these places near you, yeah, you guys can always just look for a nonprofit and yeah, offer those oh man offer those resources, because like I said, it might seem something minimal to you guys, but those resources are always needed by nonprofits. All right, guys, method number 5 is say thank you. And like I've said in a lot of my previous videos, thank you goes a long way. Those 2 words are really strong, a really strong combination of words, and they can change someone's day by a lot. So yeah, if you guys can say thank you to somebody, that would be a meaningful way to affect someone's day. So being stuck at home is a huge challenge, but frontline workers are putting their health at risk every day during this pandemic. So if you know a doctor or a nurse or a healthcare worker or any other essential worker, consider sending them something, or getting them a coffee, or offering to get them a meal, or maybe sending them like a Venmo, sending them money through Venmo or PayPal, anything like that, or Postmates or something, to deliver food or a coffee as a thank you. Or I mean, like I said, just shoot a simple text or email with a thanks. That's all it takes. All right, guys. Okay, method number 6, take time for takeout. So the restaurant industry is taking a huge hit right now. So sit-down service isn't available at many restaurants, but a lot of restaurants are still offering delivery or curbside pickup. So support your favorite restaurants, order some meals, or order some takeout for delivery, or a gift card or gift food delivery to a family member or something that's in greater need. So yeah, that way you guys help your local restaurants, help the restaurants, and also help someone in need if you take a meal to someone. So yeah, please help the restaurants. They're taking a big hit with this pandemic, as we all are. Alright, guys, on to method number 7 for helping your community. Shop local. So it's not just restaurants taking the toll. Every storefront business has been and will continue to be significantly affected by COVID-19. So you can support them by being intentional about shopping online from local stores instead of global e-commerce markets like Amazon. So consider purchasing gift cards from small businesses that you can use later while keeping them afloat now. So you guys can always purchase, gift cards from these businesses to help them keep running, like I said, and use them whenever. You don't have to use them now. You can save them for a rainy day, and that way you guys help a business as well as help yourself in the future. All right, so an 8th additional method of helping your community during these tough times would be to take home a furry friend. So if you are allowed to, just don't forget how the coronavirus is affecting, all these pets in the community. Not only are like many of the shelters being shut down, there's a surge of pets in need because of those people who have gotten sick or are financially unable to take care of their animals. So if social isolation has you like lonely and giving you more time to adopt or foster a pet, now is the time to give them a new home. So yeah, consider maybe discussing that with your parents, or whoever you live with, to maybe consider that option in being able to adopt a pet and give a nice animal a loving home, because it's not only dogs losing their homes, dogs in shelters. There's cats, there's bunnies, there's reptiles if you look into it. So yeah, please look into, if you can, adopting a pet maybe during these times. Alright guys, and so all of the methods I mentioned were methods that you can do completely free, just volunteering your time. But as always, to get through difficult times, you guys can always choose to donate money to organizations. So if you guys have the resources, you guys can also look into possibly donating to organizations like Feeding America or Meals on Wheels or the No Kid Hungry campaign, things like that, that keep running throughout this COVID-19 and are working to feed the hungry and things of that nature. So yeah, consider that as well if you guys have the resources to do so. Thanks guys. Alright guys, you have reached the end of yet another video of Leadership for Students. I hope that throughout this video you guys found at least one method that was helpful, or chose at least one method that you guys can apply, or found at least one cause that you guys would like to donate money to, or donate your time to, because like I said, it could be something as simple as your time. Giving a company or giving an organization, giving an organization some of your time can help and go a long way for somebody who needs it. So yeah, just consider donating a little bit of your time to some of these foundations or organizations, and yeah, please feel free to contact us through any of our social media pages, because we will be on the lookout for any messages or comments on our pictures. And yeah, so if you guys want to join any of our live classes as well, like I said, I will place a link, as I do in all of my videos. We have programs such as driver's ed and yoga, meditation, and I know we have videos up on our sites of arts and crafts, and the rest of my leadership videos. So yeah, please feel free to connect with us, and see you guys next time.